to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Eva. Today we are doing a comparison video of two bronzers that are currently in my makeup collection. The newest one is from Makeup by Mario, and this is the Soft Sculpt bronzer in the shade medium, and it's in this beautiful magnetic packaging, which is so easy to open, and that is the shade right there. And I wanted to compare it to another bronzer that I have in my collection that I absolutely love, and it's from LYS Beauty, and this is the No Limits matte bronzer in Harmony, also in shade medium. And it also has a magnetic closure, and that's it right there. So it's a little bit deeper. So I'm gonna put those two next to each other so you can see, and we're gonna put each one on my face today. I don't know which side yet, so we'll get to that in a minute, but I wanted you guys to see that. I hope it's focusing. So as you can see, the LYS one, I feel like it's a little bit deeper in tone, and the Makeup by Mario one is just a little bit lighter, I think, in my opinion. So why don't we just swatch those real quick before we start with the actual demo. So this is the Makeup by Mario, and they both have really good formulation, and this is the LYS one. So the Makeup by Mario is on my pointer finger, so the index finger. I'm gonna put it on my, so this is the Makeup by Mario, and this is the LYS. Is it focusing? I hope it, or I think it's focusing there. So you can see definitely the LYS is a little bit deeper. So let's get into the demo of both, I was gonna say foundation, both bronzers. We're going to do the Makeup by Mario on this side of my face, and we're gonna do the LYS on this side of my face. So let's start with the Makeup by Mario. And I'm going to use my bronzer brush, what's not a bronzer brush, but I use it for bronzer. And it's the Sigma Beauty Soft Angled Contour Brush, the F23. Absolutely love this brush for that. So we're gonna go right into it, like I said, on my brush. And when you pack it, it's a very firm, it's very pressed is what I'm trying to say. So you don't really get a lot of fallout, which is great. And this is what it looks like on the brush. And I'm gonna tap the extra on the back of my hand so I don't have too much bronzer when I apply it. But when I used it recently, I feel like that this bronzer is definitely lighter than what I'm used to. It might look a little darker because of the foundation that I have on right now, but this is what I typically do. I just usually push it into my cheek like that, upwards, and then I just move the brush like this. I have no more product and just kind of blend it out until I like it. So that's what it looks like on my cheek. And now we're gonna get a little bit more to do the forehead part. So I'm gonna keep it concentrated and not dust it off at all, and see how that looks on this side of my head. So when you don't dust anything off, it really is a lot more pigmented than I remember from the last time. And I'm just holding up my arm if you guys don't have a hard time holding my arm, for those of you who are new to my channel. So it goes on effortlessly, and it looks really, really nice. Can you see that? It definitely bronzed up my head. So when I used them a lot more, it definitely looked darker, as you can see right there. So that is the Makeup by Mario side. So then now we're gonna do the LYS on my right side of my face. I'm gonna use the Marc Jacobs bronzer brush that I have, and I'm gonna dust off the excess on the back of my hand, because I have used this bronzer before and I absolutely love it. I have not stopped using it. This is definitely more the tone of bronzer that I prefer. I like my bronzers to have like a little bit of a reddish kind of like undertone, because it makes it look like I've been in the sun, and that is the reason why I get bronzer. So you can see that's the Makeup by Mario, and then we're gonna put the LYS, and you're gonna see the difference. And I'm just dabbing it and just swirling it at the same time. So I'm like patting it in, and then I'm using the other side that has no product, and I'm just buffing out. This is a really great brush for putting on bronzer. Unfortunately, it's not available anymore because Marc Jacobs Beauty no longer exists, but I still use this brush from time to time. Okay, there it is. So this is the LYS. So the LYS, I feel like, has more of a reddish, a little bit of reddish undertone, and this one also is more of like a golden. So I think it's just about preference, what you prefer. So that's why I wanted to do a comparison. I'm just using a part that doesn't have any product on it to kind of blend it, to see which of the two I prefer. And it's honestly really hard to say. Now that we've done demo for both bronzers, let's talk about them. So why don't we start with the Makeup by Mario? Okay, I'm holding it upside down. I absolutely love the packaging. It's so sleek, it's so chic. Absolutely love the magnetic closure. If you guys didn't know, it's very hard for me to open and close things, so I love that. It just makes it easy peasy. It has a really nice size mirror on it. I'll put it like this so the light doesn't glare. And for me, when I look at the bronzer, this bronzer has a very golden undertone, and I feel like it's more suited for someone who is definitely lighter than my complexion. Unless you like a very subtle bronzer, then I think you'll like this a lot. I believe that's why it's called a soft sculpt bronzer, in my opinion. So let's get into the stats that are online. So the shade that I bought is medium, and this retails for $30 at Sephora. You get 12 grams or 0.42 ounces, and he has 6 shades total, and I'm going to read you each shade by name. So he has light, which is a neutral with a balance of warm and cool. Then he has a light medium, which is an understated cool tone bronzer. Medium, which is the one that I picked up, it's described here as a warm golden bronzer, and I 100% agree that it's definitely a warm golden. And then you have medium dark, which is a neutral with a balance of warm and cool tone. I wish he had shade right after medium that wasn't medium dark, so kind of like a medium. I know it doesn't make sense, because I feel like medium dark is going to be too dark for me, because I did see it in store and I was like, no, that's definitely going to be too dark. And then the next one after medium dark is dark, which is a neutral with that has slight warmth in it. And then the last shade is a dark deep, which is a neutral that is also slightly warm. And this item is vegan, for those of you who like vegan makeup. And then what it says about this product: what it is, a buildable, lightweight, multi-purpose bronzer that is perfect for creating soft definition and naturally bronzed skin with minimal fallout. 100% agree with those claims. It is definitely like that. It says online, I keep saying definitely, I'm so sorry. It says online that the highlight starter is a pressed powder formula, which it definitely is. And I said it again, I do apologize. And it's a matte finish. And I agree with that as well. So overall, I really like this bronzer. I think it's a really good bronzer. That's why I wanted to compare it to the LYS one, because I was trying to decide on which one I'm going to like. It's going to be my main bronzer is what I'm trying to say. So now let's talk about the LYS bronzer. So this is LYS Beauty No Limits Matte Bronzer. I absolutely love the packaging. It's different. It's a triangular shape. You really don't see that. It's a rose gold color. Absolutely love it. And the letters, I think the letters are pink. They kind of look pink, but it's a very pale pink. It's hard to tell because it's shimmery. It is a finger magnet. I'm gonna say that, but it just easily buffs out with a microfiber cloth, which is what I do. And this one is also magnetic. I love that companies are doing that. And it does have a very nice size mirror as well. You can definitely see your whole face, even though you think you won't, but you really can if you put it out like this, up close. It's really good. And this is the shade here again. So there it is. So let's see some stats on this particular bronzer. So this one is the shade Harmony, and it sells for $18 for 0.23 ounces or 6.5 grams. And she has a total of 5 shades. The owner is, her name is Tisha Thompson. She's the founder and CEO. This is Clean Beauty at Sephora, and this is a Black-owned company, for those of you who did not know. So these are the shades that Sephora has online. Motivate is the light shade. Harmony is the medium shade. Courage is the tan shade. Strength is the dark shade. And Worthy is the deep shade. I really like the names that she has for them because they're all encouraging, empowering words. That's amazing. And here's some highlights. It's vegan. It has niacinamide in it. It's a pressed powder formula. Agree with that. It doesn't, you don't get kick up really at all. At least I haven't since I've been using it. Has a matte finish. Clean at Sephora, and it's a black owned at Sephora as well. And what it says about this product, it says A clean, talc-free, buildable matte bronzer that sculpts, defines, and livens up the complexion with a silky smooth formulation. And the highlight ingredients are niacinamide, which help reduce the appearance of pores and limits excess shine. It has green tea extract in it, which provides antioxidant benefits that soothe and replenish skin. It also has sodium hyaluronate. Did I say that correct? I think I said it wrong. Helps retain skin moisture and visibly plump fine lines. So ingredient call-outs as this product is gluten-free, cruelty-free, and comes in recyclable packaging, which is awesome because, hey, we need to do this more for our planet. We need to recycle more and take care of Mother Earth. And then it says what else you need to know is sculpt, define, and warm up your complexion with this matte bronzer. This ultra velvety, buildable powder effortlessly blends while delivering a sun-kissed glow. Formulated with niacinamide, this bronzer gives skin the warmth you want while blurring the look of imperfections and texture. So that is the background for both of these bronzers. Now, I've already kept, obviously, the LYS because I've used it before. I absolutely love this bronzer. And when I tried the Makeup by Mario one, I was like, oh, I like this bronzer too. But where I'm trying to be more minimal with my makeup about what I have, I believe I am just going to end up returning the Makeup by Mario one. I was really hoping he had a shade after medium that I could use, but I know that medium dark is too dark for me. So I'm just going to return it and get something else from Sephora. Not because I don't like the product, but just because I know I'm not going to reach for it because of the shade, the way it looks. Because right now I feel like over time, how do I say this? I'm trying to find the words. I feel that this side is nice. But I love how this side looks more because literally I can put this bronzer on and not have to put on any highlight or any blush. Because sometimes I like to do it, just put bronzer all over my face and just go out the door. Keep it really simple. But with this one, I feel like it's more like you put it on and then you have to put something else on, like on my skin tone, even though I feel like I'm not very like dark. I'm an NC40 in MAC. I'm not nowhere near as dark as I used to get before with the sun. So I feel like if he does eventually come out with a shade that's in between medium and medium dark, I would definitely pick it up once I'm out of my LYS one because I absolutely love this one. But I can only really truly recommend you to pick this up if you are lighter than me. So if you're someone that is lighter than me, get the medium. And if you're someone there's like a subtle bronze on your face, to definitely get it because I absolutely love this one and I absolutely love this one. But I'm only going to keep one unless I wanted to do a comparison video to see which one that was going to be. Like I said, so the Makeup by Mario one is going back just because the shade doesn't suit the way I like to do my makeup on a day-to-day. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it wasn't rambling too much because I feel like I was. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.